right.
What's going on, Javon? How we doing, bro?
Doing great. Minus, the whole prize pick situation this morning. Again, not great.
So
kind of cheap.
Prize Picks is they're cheese balling, aren't they?
Yeah, they're still trying to recover from not last night, but 2 days ago. 2 days ago.
I don't doubt it. We fucking feasted, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely feasted. Electric. Let's go, my guy DuBois. First comment. Hell yeah. We're in here.
Big time.
We're confirmed. We're confirmed here.
As always.
Definitely here. Definitely trying to hit some bets today.
Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
For
Chase,
sure.
what's up? Handyman. Cam, what's up? I know you want to just talk Luke Voigt. Yeah, it's your guy, and you're spot on. You've been killing it. Chef T. What's up, bro? Big day today.
Huge.
I'm gonna wait to really kick it off. Let some more people hop in here. But yeah, let's cook. Let's cook in Krabs' kitchen. Not food. Winners. I might fast until I have a winning card. What do you think about that? Is that safe?
I think that's what you got to do.
Is that healthy? Is that safe?
Show the people you want it. Yeah,
is that allowed?
You can knock it out in a couple hours here if you take the A's.
Ooh, what time does that game start? Let's go. Come on.
Like 30, 40?
Okay, I mean, I'm definitely taking them. I'm with you on that. I'm going with Blackburn. I like the spot.
Yeah.
I like the spot.
I've started, I talked about it, I think it was the Guardians game like a week or so ago, but the A's against the lefties on the road, the top 10 in almost every single hitting metric. So I'm going to fade it. Rich Hill also sucks at home. So I think the A's win today. However you take it, whether you take, the team total, money line, first 5 plus a half, whatever you want to do, I think it wins.
I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. Are you on the ML?
I'm on the ML. I'm on the team total. I got it at 4. It's up to 4.5 now, but, not playing for the push anyway. But I think the smartest bet is probably that first 5 plus a half.
I kind of like full game plus 160. What about that?
I don't hate that either. I'm on it.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. We're just talking safety. I don't know.
For sure. Plus 1.5 is minus 110. Oi.
They do love to cover that plus 1.5 on the road, but it's a game with such a high total that I'm not. I don't know. I don't like that.
Okay. And sorry if the background noise is real loud, guys. I didn't know it was that loud. Jesus. People are asking me to post slips on Twitter. Guys, I'll post all my slips. I don't give a shit. I'm betting these games. It is what it is. And I could take the fucking comments and shit for my bets being ass. Like I said last night, I know the bets are ass. I'm betting them. They're my bets. They stink. They're terrible. Don't take them. Don't take them until I figure it out. Plain and simple. I'm not telling anyone to take my fucking bets right now. They stink. There's a lot of weirdos who are preying on my downfall, and just know that cream always rises to the top. And my favorite quote of all time, lions do not associate with the opinions of sheep. And I'm a lion. So I'm not fucking listening to any of you weirdos preying on my downfall on Twitter, whatever. It's the last time I'm going to address it. I can take the little chirps. That's all good. But I'm not soft, and I'm not, I don't get it. You guys are weird. You guys are weird for that shit. But I can take the little funny chirps like in chat right now, like crab coin at 0. Yeah, crab coin is at fucking 0. It might be inverted. That shit's straight. But when my mom goes on my Twitter and sees people, saying, go get your fucking job back, how does this kid fucking pay for the stuff? You guys are weirdos. Grow up.
Yeah. I don't understand, or I guess people don't understand how difficult it is to give a lean on literally every single game. People don't understand that. I can't do that. That's why I don't do that. But
nobody does that.
No, nobody does.
There's probably a reason why nobody does that. I think we know.
There's a lot of those random fake capper accounts on Twitter. I see them chirping under your one tweet, and it's funny because they're guys who don't post anything either. Much less leans or plays on every single game.
No.
There was one guy, I think, I don't remember who it was, but one guy who was chirping you had like 2 4-unit plays that lost yesterday, which I don't really know how you're chirping that.
I know. My guy Mid-Major Mac came in and chirped him.
Yeah.
Took care of me because my dog's got me.
Yeah.
The real ones, guys, I appreciate the support. If you would have asked me if I'd be sitting here right now a year ago doing what I'm doing, talking sports bets, trying to grow the community and make some fucking money for the team and grind and lab and look at bets and look at shit and do spaces and run a show for, 7 hours out of my day. If you would have asked me a year ago if I'd be doing this shit right now, I'd call you crazy. This is my dream. I'm going to succeed at it. I succeed at everything I do in life. The real ones, the riders, the guys who are gassing me up right now, supporting me, you guys are the reason I'm doing this shit. And I'm getting you fucking winners today because I'm done losing.
Let's go.
I'm done.
Let's go.
And all you fucking weirdos on Twitter being freaks, commenting on my shit, praying on my downfall, grow up. Worry about your own fucking life. It's the last time I'm going to address it. We're done. I'm not betting everything contrarian anymore. I agree. That's not the right way to do it. It doesn't work. It works in college basketball. Okay? It doesn't work in baseball. I learned my lesson. Okay? Am I still going to lean contrarian and bet that way most of the time? For sure. For sure. But like me and Javon talked about last night, I need to turn my baseball brain on and use that because I know my shit. I know what's going on. I need to use that as well with my contrarian tendencies. But I can't just bet every underdog on the card. Guys, you're right. I get it. I get it. Chat, let's fucking go. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's fucking get after it today.
Let's
make some money. I'm done losing. I'm done losing.
You gotta stick to your guns though, because like it's still what works. It just hasn't
100%
worked the last couple of days. But
100%. The guns are being stuck.
Yeah, you got to combine. Got to combine forces. Look at the.
Got to use my baseball brain.
Yeah.
With the fucking contrarian tendencies that's made me money for the last 8 years. This shit works, but I got to use more of my baseball knowledge. So I'm with you, and I agree, and I appreciate people who have brought that up.
Perfect example of that. That Royals Giants Bubich under.
Yeah,
it doesn't make sense, but the Giants also cannot hit lefties. That's like just like a perfect spot. Perfect spot to combine forces.
100%.
Stuff like that. Stuff like that pays. That's
100%. Like. That's what we like. We like winning bets. We like winning bets, and we're hitting fucking bets today, guys. We're hitting fucking bets today.
That's right.
I am super, super stoked. I saw a comment in here that caught my eye. Action Network posted a graphic that this is the worst year for underdogs in MLB in the last 15 years. Yeah. Guys, number one, I believe it, honestly, and I'd love, if you can DM me that shit, I'd love to see it. Number two, you know what that means is coming. It's all ebbs and flows. Gambling's a roller coaster. It's not square for a whole year. It's not sharp for a whole year. It's ebbs and flows. You got to have bankroll management. You got to keep the plays to a minimum. I'm bad at that. I'm working on it. It's going to come back around. I promise. This shit happens all the time. Is this the longest, square? And I feel like you guys think I'm like insulting you when I say square. I'm just using it as terminology for, chalky bets. And I can start saying chalky if that's what you guys want. But like, this is the biggest chalk run that I've ever witnessed ever. It's going to come around. I think it's going to hit hard. And I think it's coming this weekend. Because like it always goes, squares grub on Mondays. Shit, squares grub on Tuesdays. Saw a tweet the other day, I think it was yesterday, from a very smart analytics dude, sports gambling guy. He was talking about how Mondays and Tuesdays, especially Tuesdays this year in MLB, the public has been grubbing. They've been grubbing. We saw it again this week. But later in the week, more dogs start to hit. But it's just not been enough. Hasn't been enough. So, not just betting underdogs, not just betting contrarian, still using my contrarian tendencies, but I'm turning my baseball brain back on and I'm using my fucking knowledge that I know because I know shit. So either stay in here, ride with me, enjoy the fucking show, and let's talk winners, or get the fuck out and go cry and whine and be a weirdo somewhere else. Last time I'm going to address it. Let's have some fucking fun today and let's hit some fucking bets. Let's get it. Let's fucking do it. Okay. So, Tyler Anderson. That dude's had a fucking hell of a journey. Hell of a journey in his career. Bounced on teams, trees. Didn't know if this dude was ever going to fucking pitch again. The dude's had 2 terrible injuries. He went out there, shoved last night. I was on the Angels, and I texted Javon, I found myself rooting for the guy to throw a freaking no-hitter. What a story. What a story. His pitch count was so high. At times, he threw some of the worst pitches I've ever seen. It looked like he couldn't grip the baseball. And the next thing you know, he's paid in the corner. Strike 3. Nuts. What a crazy performance. In the 6th or 7th inning, I didn't think he was gonna be able to do it. The dude pitches 80 pitches a game. They let him out there. They let him do his thing. Let it ride. I fucking love when managers do that. Miles Mikolas, let it ride. Dude has terrible injury concerns. Well, no hitters don't grow on trees. Let the kid go out there and try to get it. Give him a shot. I know it got busted, whatever. Give him a chance. Give him a chance. If the kid said he's ready to go out there and pitch again, let him do it. Let him do it. I see way too many times, usually it's with older arms, where they pull these guys. I'm like, this is ridiculous. Like Kershaw. Didn't Kershaw get pulled? And I know he didn't start this year. I guess I get that. He's ancient, coming back from injuries, whatever. I get it. But I'm happy to see them try to let these guys ride and make history, because that was almost awesome. I was literally rooting for the Dodgers when I had a bet on the Angels, because that's baseball.
Yeah.
How can you not root for that guy, his story? How can you not root for him to fucking throw a no-hitter? That was dope. That was dope.
100%.
Okay. So what else happened? Well, we know the Angels stink. I'm going to be fading them again tonight, 100%. Devers. Is Devers the best hitter in baseball?
Dude,
I want your honest opinion. He's a fucking freak.
Like, yeah, he's absolutely ridiculous. That guy is catching absolute assault charges on baseballs right now, and it probably continues, to be honest, today. I like the A's, but, I mean, you can't stop Devers. The fact that this guy, like, there's a chance, I think Jose Ramirez should start, but the fact that there's even a chance that Rafi Devers is not going to be an all-star starter is absolutely insane. Like, they really need to just let the rules go. Let the man DH. I know Jordan's great, JD's great, but the fact that Devers is not going to start in the All-Star game, that there's even a chance, is crazy. Crazy.
It sucks because they're not going to change shit.
Oh no, not at all. I mean, it's understandable. Like if I was Jordan and they changed the rules so that Rafi Devers is DHing over me in the All-Star game, I'd be mad. Like I get it.
I get it.
Yeah.
I think the role of having a guy from every team, I get that too, because people travel to go to these All-Star games. You're bringing your kids. You want to see the kid you want to see a guy on your team, like the Nats. Like perfect example for me.
Yeah.
I want to see a fucking National go to the All-Star game. You kidding me? I get that. Yeah. But
I mean, like,
let's start the best players.
Like as a Rays fan too, like we always have. Obviously, everybody knows how good Shane McClanahan is this year, but we have guys every year that are pretty overlooked. And as like a small market team where the All-Star voting is really a popularity contest, like guys from the Dodgers get in every year who aren't supposed to get in. Same with the Yankees. They get voted in, whatever it is. But like to see your guys really get represented, I think that's the key point of it. So that's what I like. I think sometimes, there's guys who don't really deserve to get in, but at the same time, that's what makes the All-Star game so great, that you got random guys who are putting together great seasons along with, the Devers, the Goldies, the whoever.
And the MLB All-Star weekend is fucking awesome. I think it's one of the best in sports, and I'm excited. We'll definitely be talking about it a lot as we get closer. But that's one thing. That's one rare thing that the MLB actually has right. Like I think it's awesome. Like the Home Run Derby's sick. The All-Star game itself is sick. The Celebrity All-Star game, nobody watches that shit, but who cares? It's cool. The whole weekend's awesome. I was about to go to Denver last year. I'm pissed I didn't end up going. I had a work trip that got canceled when I had a real big boy job. Got canceled. I couldn't go. I had to sell my ticket. Was super pissed. Would love to go. Yeah.
I definitely want to go to an All-Star weekend at some point to
probably
sad. MLB, but like just anywhere in general. That's not the NFL, because theirs is garbage.
Well, they're talking about getting rid of that, and they should.
They should. It's useless. In a sport like that, where it's so physically grueling, you can't just have like a game off where like you don't try.
Oh no!
No way.
Oh no!
I mean, I was already in on it, so I'm cool with that. But
Oh no. Yeah, you're already in on it. Shit.
yeah,
I'm not. That's okay though.
shout
But
out
damn,
my
that's
man
so
Money
deep.
Lock Bets. Texted me about that.
That was another
Guy's
one
so
from
sharp.
him. Dude, we got to
So
get a group
sharp.
chat going with the
I texted
OGs.
you about it, or the group about
You
it.
did. I know you did. I was doing a bazillion things. I have a college baseball article coming out tonight, this afternoonish for Friday games, and I have a pick for the whole thing that you guys are going to be pretty surprised who it is. It's not Texas. Although Texas is unbelievable. It's not them.
Yeah.
It's not them. And I do need to lock in this bet before.
Trent said, "Do I have
the
a
game
prop
starts.
this morning?"
Trent has a prop this morning.
He asked me if I have a prop this morning, and
Uh,
it's kind of forced. But I did place the Laureano 0.5 runs in RBI just because I think Rich Hill is going to get lit up a little bit today. There's going to be runs in this game no matter what you slice it. Like the Red Sox are not going to roll over their offense, the A's offense, like they did yesterday. Ian Happ fantasy is also cool. I know you said that. But don't look at a guy's numbers too much against Musgrove because I say this every time. People take pitcher versus individual hitter stats too much into consideration when it's pitchers like Musgrove who have been in the league for a while and transformed their pitch arsenal and everything like that. So I know he has great numbers. I don't hate the play. I like the play, but don't think it's just a lock just because he hits Musgrove really well, like historically. That's what I'm saying. But if we're looking for a little early sprinkle, the Laureano runs and RBI is cool with me. I really wish they put up Chad Pender props.
Hey, Hokie.
He's hitting lead off today, so I would really, really love that.
He's hitting leadoff today?
Yeah.
And sorry, I'm on my phone. I'm trying to get these bets in real quick. But has he ever hit leadoff before? I didn't even know he did that.
I think he's hit leadoff a couple times. I mean, I'm not going to act like I religiously follow the A's or anything, but
I'd be if you told me you did, I'd tell you to call the number.
Yeah,
that's for
fair.
Sure.
Definitely fair.
That's fair.
Yeah, Seth Brown being on there. Somebody said that in the chat. Seth Brown being on there is very interesting. I just like he's a great hitter, but not particularly against lefties. And he's also hitting pretty low in the order. He hits 154 against lefties, and he's hitting sixth today. So I mean, I would be fine with it a little bit if he was a little higher, but yeah, no strong lean on that. Pinder over 0.5 runs on a book. I mean, I wouldn't hate that, to be honest, just because I think Laureano should have a decent game today. He hits lefty pretty well. But yeah,
I think we're going to see an offensive outburst. You're doing a good job of talking a lot while I'm getting this bet in. Good job.
Yeah, just trying to get it through.
No, you're doing well. You're doing well. Gosh, what was I about to say? Oh, I think we're going to see an offensive outburst from the Athletics today against Turkey Toss McGee.
Yeah, and I don't want to be the one to just the one that just continually fades the Red Sox with Rich Hill on the mound just because it's Turkey tossing Rich Hill, whatever. The guy's not as bad as a lot of people make him out to be, but at home he is. At home he's been terrible. Like Ollie will tell you that too. But
he's pretty bad. And this is an example of me turning my brain on and knowing that Rich Hill stinks at home and looking at actual concrete facts and looking at Blackburn actually being good at pitching baseballs and saying, you know what, I am going to take the Athletics as an underdog today because it actually kind of does make a little bit of sense. How about that? And you know what's probably going to happen? They're probably going to lose by 20 because as soon as I make this switch, they're going to lose. But I'm doing it. So we're on the Athletics money line. We're on the Athletics first 5 plus a half unit each. Okay, we're splitting it up. I did this when I had my little college basketball rut for a couple weeks, or like 10 days during college basketball season, middle of it. Did this to switch it up a little bit. Started doing half U on first half U on full game. It helped. Diversifying the portfolio. That's what we're going to call this. We're diversifying. But I need to get this in. I'm seeing plus 1.5 on some books at minus 160 they're offering. That's whack. I'm taking the plus 1.5.
Plus 1.5?
Yeah. FanDuel is giving you plus 1.5 for first 5.
Really?
For first 5. Minus 165.
Jeez. Yeah.
I mean, that's obviously the safer play, but that's just terrible value in my opinion. Because honestly, like the A's are either going to win this game or they're not. Like, I don't really – if they lose by 1, charge it.
Yeah.
Charge it to the game. Give me a break. If they lose by 1, give me a break. Okay, getting this first 5 bet in. You know you can bet first 3 innings on some of these books. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's a Jonah Doan bet if he was still with us.
Jonah Doan, rest his soul.
Yeah, 100%.
He'll be back. Don't be surprised when you see Jonah Doan making an appearance again.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
I'm hoping.
I don't know why I'm laughing. It's not a good thing.
I'm hoping.
Why am I laughing?
Honestly, the more that I look at it, I'm gonna place the over too, just because that feels like a safe play. Because I think the A's are gonna have a shred of offense regardless, and if they lose this game, it's gonna be because the Red Sox out-hit them. So I think that might be my safest bet on the game. So I'm gonna place that too.
Word. That plays. Let's see. A couple of these, some of those. 0.5 U. People are going to freak out saying they're thinking I'm cutting my units in half, but I'm sending 2 bets.
Yeah. 2 betting on the same game. Always got to split it up.
Sure. Diversify the portfolio. That's what you do in the stock market, although nothing in that thing's working either. So just absolutely leaking coins.
Yeah.
Absolutely leaking coins these days. I'm cool with back in Blackburn, though. He had a bad start in his last start, or 2 starts ago. He had his bad start already.
Yeah, I feel like he had one. I'm not sure. I'm trying to look.
He had his bad start already.
Last one.
He got that out of the way.
Or definitely not the last one.
Okay.
But he threw 8 shutout against the Guardians. But his start before that, he gave up 4-4 against the Red Sox.
That was the one. Oh, against the Red Sox.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, as my guy Joe's Picks, who I've had on here, what he likes to do, which is a system I actually like, is fade the result when you have a good pitcher on the mound. So when you have a good pitcher on the mound who faces a team and he gets roughed up, in the next start, you take him first 5. Same with the other way around. You get a good starter who absolutely deals. In the next game, you take the dog, right? That's a method that he uses, Joe's Picks. The dude's a fucking legend. He's a smart-ass dude, so trust him more than me right now.
Definitely.
For sure.
I mean, Rich Hill threw 6 innings of 1-run ball against the A's last time too. But I mean, also coming back home where it is Thanksgiving dinner for the most part when he does come back into Fenway.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, I
I'm
feel like
it's starving, so it better be fucking Thanksgiving dinner today. I'm starving.
Hope so. Seeing a lot of it now. Seeing a lot of A's now, but I just feel like you got to roll with it.
This guy gets it right here. Although I'm not doing this. I would never recommend doing this. Never get tilted. Never increase your bankroll when you're down. That's a good one, though. I should. You can't go 0 and 162. Although I'm on pace. Incredible. I'm just honestly, and I know Trent's listening to this. Trent, keep it up, dude. That's not even sarcasm. You're being a weirdo. Whatever you're doing, keep doing it. And that's coming from a guy who keeps losing money
this week.
Yeah, he is. He is up some coins.
Yeah. He's stop messing around. Get use the coin up. Come to Tampa for Game 4. Snag me a ticket, and we'll be good.
Attaboy. You hear that, Trent? Take care of my guy. Take care of my guy. All right.
Use the money. Use the money from the spoon-fed prize picks I sent him.
That's what I'm saying. You owe my man a ticket, Trent. Come on, bro. Trent's model. Mm-hmm.
Trent's model's been hot, bro.
It actually, it has. Trent's feeling good when he's rocking those sunglasses on stream.
Oh, 100%.
That's when you know he's feeling confident.
Yes.
100%. And I got to text this link to our guest today. Give me a sec.
Yeah. While you're doing that, I just want to say today feels prop-wise pretty similar to yesterday. Kind of, yes, as far as like they've taken a lot of stuff down and bumped a lot of stuff, but I think today is also the day for a lot of chalk total basis plays. It's hard to not take. I'll give you my 6 or my 5 since Garcia is done. I like Rhys Hoskins. I like Luke Voigt. I like Vladdy. I like Devers, and I like Cronenworth. Those are the 5 that I'm going with. all of them pretty chalky, but those are just spots where I feel like you can't not take these guys. That's what I'm rolling with. It's not too crazy in depth analysis. These are guys that are hot. They're in good hitters conditions. If we're talking Voit and Cronenworth against big fly ball pitcher and Swarmer, we saw that in the Yankees game. He gave up 6 tanks. So for those guys, it is what it is. Vladdy's Vladdy. He's been Vladdy. He's got a great matchup with Tyler Wells on the mound. Devers, he's Rafi Devers at this point. I hate explaining it like that, but I'm going to continue to take this until it loses.
Yeah.
This guy is
just
ridiculous.
We've talked about it, right? If you want to ride the hot hand, ride the hot hand.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes you have to.
Don't up the units. Just keep doing what you're doing and keep squeaking by. Ride the hot hand. The dude, you said it perfectly. The dude is assaulting baseballs right now.
Yeah, 100%.
He's destroying them.
Can't not take him.
Yeah, literally cannot take him. We're going to go over our pitchers for the All-Star game here in a sec. We did the lineups yesterday, changing it up a little bit today. We didn't really want to go through all the process of, picking a pitcher from each team or whatever and falling under that threshold. We don't get paid enough for that shit. So we just picked 5 starters, 4 relievers, including a closer. I have a couple of closers in my bullpen, to be honest. They're just way too good. I just ended up putting a couple in. And yeah, we're going to give our top guys. I don't know. Do you have like your one starter who you can start with for the AL? Who you got on the bump? And is it your guy McClanahan?
Yes, it is.
Even 100%. After yesterday? Still is? Okay.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I think he's still clearly the best pitcher in the AL at this point. Like, Verlander's been fantastic. Manoah's been fantastic. Obviously, Nestor's been fantastic. But I'm going with Shane McClanahan. This is the guy I feel like has done it the most consistently. And
keep ripping.
Yeah, I try not to be biased in saying this, but this is a guy who's been continuing to do this all year. He looks ridiculous. He looks, regardless of what we saw yesterday, like he wasn't bad. He just gave a couple. But he looks unhittable for the most part. Hard to blame him against the Yankees lineup that is hitting that well. But if I'm going to go with my 5 starters, it's going to be all of those guys plus probably Shane Bieber if he continues to do this. So I'm going to go Shane. I'm going to go Manoah, Verlander, Nestor, and Shane Bieber. But a lot of it's going to depend on how they finish, the next couple weeks. Between Shane Bieber, Garrett Cole's getting back to what he's used to been. I think those are the guys, as well as Gausman. Gausman's been slipping a little recently, which is why I didn't include him, but he's very well a contender if he continues to put up Kevin Gausman performances. So that's what I'm going to go with there. I think if we're talking National League as well, I don't know what Krabs has, but Sandy Alcantara is my starter right now. A lot of people say Musgrove. I don't care. I
got Sandy too.
Yeah.
I got Sandy too. I got him starting. I actually honestly prefer Tony Gonsolin second. I had him second. I ranked mine. I guess you can make a really good case for Muskie. I think Muskie loses today, for better or worse, to be completely honest with you. And I think his ERA is going to be inflated for better or worse because he's pitching in a game where the wind's blowing out 50 miles an hour again, which really sucks for him. He's probably pissed. He's probably so pissed. So I got those guys, Sandy, Tony, and then I got Musgrove. I got Corbin Burns. I know he's been, a little this year, but he showed yesterday that he's still that guy. And he's still top 5 in strikeouts. Give me Corbin Burns still. And Pablo Lopez, I had rounded it up. Pablo Lopez. And I'm absolutely geeking at chat right now. I'm trying not to laugh.
I know. So funny.
I'm trying not to laugh. Okay, my bullpen. I got David Bednar, who I know he's a closer. Yeah. Well, the guy pitched like 3 innings last night. They whenever they get a chance to win once every 2 weeks, the Pirates just put him in for 3 innings or 8 outs and let him go out there for 50 pitches. It's honestly hysterical. So I actually do count him as a reliever. How about that? Daniel Baird, whatever. I think he's a closer for the Rockies. I can't not put him on this list. He's absolutely dominant. He throws 100 still. Talk about a career rejuvenation. What a beast. I got Ryan Helsley. I know you know this guy on the Cardinals. I don't know if a lot of people know this guy. This dude has maybe the best numbers out of anyone we've even talked about this season. He's pitched in 21 games. He's given up 1 run. He's got a .52 whip and a .36 ERA. I haven't heard a single person this entire season mention this guy's name once. He's unbelievable. He's having an incredible year. Talk about a guy who's underrated and who definitely deserves to be on this list. It's Ryan Helsley. And am I saying his last name right? I really don't know.
I think so.
Ryan Helsley, you're a beast. Keep doing it, my man. And then closer, you guys already know. Josh Hader. Stud.
Yeah.
He's the best. He's the best closer I've seen in the last. He's the best closer I've seen since Mariano Rivera retired. Plain and simple. Don't overthink it.
100%.
Don't overthink it. So,
yeah.
Did you do your relievers yet or no?
I did not. But
what do you got?
I will say, like the closer in the AL right now, it's got to be Clay Holmes. That guy's been absolutely ridiculous, time and time again. He's been the consistent part of that bullpen. He's held down the closing role while Chapman's gone and doing better than Chapman was doing when he was in. So that's 100%, like no questions asked, would I have to go there. As far as my bullpen, I have to show love to my guy, Jason Adam. He 100% deserves a spot in this bullpen. There's a guy who has the most ridiculous savant page. I've said it a couple times. The most ridiculous savant page I've ever seen.
He does.
Putting up numbers to back it too. Like it's insane.
And Cam, I almost, as a meme, I don't want to be really in that much of a jokey mood today because my bets have been so fucking bad, but almost as a meme, I put Corbin initially in my bullpen because of how well he pitched out of the pen in 2019 when we won the World Series. But I decided against that because I'm trying to make a real list. But yes, Corbin, he got snubbed. And by the way, he has the highest ERA out of all starting pitchers this year. Ugh.
Sounds about right. He's getting touched up today too. Oh, heavy voice crack. But
with the
voice heavy voice crack. But hey,
hell yeah.
Yeah, he's getting touched today. Hate to say
voice crack, chode fan, and getting touched up.
Everything.
What's going on with that?
real sauce. But yeah, I'll
does that thing turn on?
Yeah, it does.
Can you get it in
action?
I
want to turn it on because it's loud, but
can you get it in action though or no?
What?
Will you put it in action for the team?
I mean, I can. I'll give it a little action.
Chat, we got to see the chode fan in action. I know you guys need it. Come on. Oh yeah. See, this is the kind of vibes we need right now, Javon. This is exactly what the doctor ordered, bro.
This is what we're here for.
That thing rips.
It rips. It absolutely rips.
Can we get a bang for the chode fan?
Chode fan bang.
Oh, man. Let's fucking go. That thing's ripping. Oh, you turn it off? No, that's okay.
Yeah, I did.
It's loud as shit. Does it sound like a lawnmower? It looks like it sounds like a lawnmower.
It sounds like it's from like the 1950s. It starts creaking like a door if you let it go too long.
Maybe keep that thing off for a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. Just a bit. But yeah.
Okay, anywho. Back to business.
Yeah, back to business. Back to the bullpen. I go Jason Adam. I'll just name off the top my 5 here. I'm going Jason Adam.
Strip him off, dude. I mean, this is
Jorge Lopez, reliever for the Orioles.
Beast.
Yeah, Brock Burke, reliever for the Rangers.
Okay.
Eli Morgan, reliever for the Guardians. And then I'm going to go Emmanuel Clase, just as like a second kind of closer.
Okay.
There's a lot of guys, too, that I think are pretty deserving. Like Scott Barlow, too, for the Royals has been really, really good. Ryan Stanek of the Astros has been super, super good. So there's a lot of guys you could go with. But if Jason Adams doesn't get a spot in the All-Star game, I am starting a riot.
I'm doing. Okay. That's fair. I agree with everything you said. 100%. That Royals closer, talk about, I mean, just like Bednar, if they get a chance to win, that dude's pitching 6 outs, at least. They're not messing around, as they should. Damn, you're getting a nice breeze from that fan probably back there.
Yeah, it's coming down a little bit. Coming down, bro.
Is that similar winds to what we're going to see in Chicago today?
No, it's a little lighter here.
A little lighter there. Okay, just a little bit.
bit.
Okay, well, we have a really good guest today, guys. My guy, Jack Settleman, is about to come on here in a minute. He bets on a lot of sports. Really excited to talk with him. He's the founder of Snapback Sports. We're going to get to it. It's like the most popular Snapchat channel. He's got like over 1 million people following. Gonna have him on, talk baseball, talk, finals. He's got a huge golf bet I want to get to. But before we get to it, I got to do my little ad read. If you guys have some time, go over to @thegameday on Twitter. Check them out. They got some good content, some good tweets. And check out thegameday.com. They've got some risk-free bets, some deposit matches for you to go check out in your state. It's nice. It tells you, what works in your state, what doesn't. Go give them a follow on social media and check them out on thegameday.com. So we got about 2 minutes before my guy's going to hop on here. You have 1 minute to talk me off of the Cubs because I absolutely love them today. I love them. I know.
I just don't feel like it's worth it to take the Cubs. That's my thing. Like, if you think the line is suspicious, take the over because they're not going to beat them in like a 3-1 game. I know that's what you think doesn't make sense. It's just my thoughts. Like, I think if they beat them, it's going to have to be a super high scoring game. So I think you just take the over, maybe their team total over if you want to really back the Cubs. Because I think that's a much safer play than just taking the money line. Like, I personally am not going to be on the Padres, but especially with the steam that they're getting now, like now up to -190 almost, I'm not doing that. I'm not fading Musgrove, especially with Swarmer. Like I was saying, 6 home runs to the Yankees. It's a fly ball pitcher. It's just not going to fly today. That's what I think.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. Let me just give you my spiel, and then we'll move on. The line movement in this game makes 0 sense. 0 sense. The Cubs opened up at +170 for a brief moment, just a second. I hit up my guy FanDuel. He confirmed. And the line is down to +155. But 90% of the bets are on the Padres. That doesn't make any sense.
Well, it's moving back there
weird.
now, though.
That's some weird, sketchy line movement. It is starting to move back towards that way. I'm seeing +160 on some books, probably because everyone on earth is betting on Joe Musgrove today, which makes a lot of sense. People are saying he might win the Cy Young. So, haven't decided if I'm betting it yet, but I do really like the Cubs today.
This feels to me like the Braves yesterday. It's like the bet that's going to hit. Sure, everybody's going to be on it. The hot team against the not-so-hot team. It's just so not worth touching aside. Like, I know you have to give like your lean as far as like the surgical stream and everything, but I just don't think for your health it's worth it to bet the Cubs.
I mean, you're 100% right. It's not. It's so crazy though that it just might work. It just might work. We'll see.
It might.
We'll see. Let's see how this Oakland game starts out. Let's see how this Oakland game starts out.
Starts a couple minutes, I think. Right? Yeah, a couple minutes.
Are we live yet? Okay.
Not yet.
Well, Javon, stay on with me. We're going to bring on my guy Jack here, who's been waiting very patiently while I talk about the Cubs money line, which I should probably be kicked off this show talking about. But going to bring my guy on here. Super stoked to have him on. Jack, what's up, my man?
What's going on, fellas? How we feeling?
Doing well. I'm feeling good. I got swept by Trent the last 2 days in a little MLB showdown. So could be feeling better. Definitely have felt better before, but we're here. We're breathing. Best thing about MLB, I said this yesterday, there's always another day. Always another day.
Always.
Yep. Jack, this is my guy Javon. He's probably the smartest dude with props I've ever seen. He runs a show with me too. So happy to have you on, my man. Really excited to talk with you. Real quick, where can people find you if they're trying to find your content? I'm assuming that's your Twitter handle.
Yeah, that's my Twitter handle, Instagram, TikTok, all that good stuff. And then I started Snapback sports media company, largest sports Snapchat account. So if you like Sports Center, kind of just button down to just general sports content on Snap, and you're on that app and you're tired of watching your friends' stories, come hang out with us over there.
It's an absolute W. I checked it out yesterday. You got over 1 million people subscribe to that thing. That's unbelievable. It's unbelievable.
We got a few eyeballs on it, and I've been cold.
Eyeballs.
So I was like, I got the invite to come on. I was at Game 5 of the NBA Finals and finally hit something. So feeling a little better. But like tonight, this could be it for the NBA season. I don't think it is, but it could. So I wanted to come on the show. I wanted to get some winners. And one thing that I've been loving doing, and I'm happy we have Javon here too, I've been round robining like 10 home run hitters and every day. I've hit 4 of 10 a couple days, hit a bunch of threes, only one yesterday, but it's Dinger Thursday for me. So I'm going to need chat to help us out.
Well, we can definitely help you out there, my man. I mean, we could probably just take everyone in the lineup in the Cubs-Padres game, and you'll probably be set with that wind blowing out. So, but you did bring up NBA. I do want to touch on that real quick. What do you like tonight? I have a ticket before the series started on the series going 7 games. So I'm really hoping the Celtics pull it out today. We'll have to see. But where's your head at?
What were the odds on that?
It wasn't anything crazy. It was plus 190, I think.
Okay. All right.
It was it was like either 6 or 7 were like the two shortest odds.
Yeah, makes sense. Okay. So I have a Curry Finals MVP ticket from before. So feeling decent about that. Not as a hedge, but as almost like a double down. I think Boston's going to win tonight. They have played. It's as simple as this. You tell me how many turnovers they have tonight. We can all tell, the chat who's going to win the game. It's tough to imagine they're going to have 15 plus turnovers for a third straight game. Although every time they do it, it's tough to imagine them doing it. So I think Boston's going to win tonight. It feels like this is the series that goes 7, caps off an incredible NBA year. So I like the Celtics.
I also like the Celtics. I'm pulling up the game, trying to see where the money's at. Javon, do you have any plays in this game? I know you're pretty much heads down on MLB these days.
No, I mean, I watch the NBA. I try to kind of minimize my bets on it just because it's so variable as far as the blowouts that happen in it. But yeah, if you look at the Celtics and you see how many turnovers they have pregame, mainly you see how many turnovers Jaylen Brown has pregame. That's the telling stat for me because Jaylen Brown, that guy is so, like, I was watching him in the Heat series too because I'm a Heat fan. That guy is so careless with the ball. It's incredible. And it sucks because he's so talented and he's been the best player on that team, in my opinion, throughout these playoffs. Definitely the most consistent with Tatum being a no-show for a couple of these games, honestly. Something to do with an injury, I assume, with that shoulder. But Jaylen Brown is really careless with the ball. A lot of them are as well. So, I mean, the key to the game is the Celtics eliminate those turnovers. And if they can do that, they're in a good spot. Obviously, on the other side, pretty key what you get from Andrew Wiggins. That guy's been fantastic. Honestly, if he shows out and has a really good performance, I think he should have a pretty good shot at that Finals MVP as well with how he's performed. But, yeah, it's kind of my take on these games.
Jaylen Brown, that's how cold I was. I took his over on turnovers 3 straight games, and he had 2 turnovers in 3 straight games. And then last game, he finally had 5. So Wiggins, I like Wiggins a lot. I took his rebounds over. He's had double digits in the past 2. They keep raising the number because they think it's not. I don't know. It feels like there's something circumstantial that changed, and he could be in for another double-double tonight.
Wouldn't be surprised. He looked unstoppable the other night. Incredible. What's this Klay Thompson Game 6 narrative I'm hearing a lot about? Is he like the best Game 6 player of all time? People are saying, I know, they're literally in my DM saying, I know you're fading Klay in Game 6. What's going on with that?
So the big Game 6 Klay was when the Warriors were down 3-1 to the Thunder, KD's Thunder with Russ. They won Game 5, went back to OKC, and they were dead in the water, like had no chance. And then Klay just went ballistic. And so it started this thing. Now, if you look across his entire playoff history in Game 6, He actually averages under what his points prop is tonight. So that's why people like fade Clay, all that. But if you look in recent history, like since that game, it's over the number. So I think there is some merit to the call. His line's only up a point from last game. I think, I don't know what you guys have it at, but it's either 20 or 20 and a half. It was 19 and a half the whole series. And there's sometimes, like you guys were talking about with the Padres Cubs, right? Like where maybe you overthink it. I'm not necessarily saying hammer Clay tonight, but don't like overthink the fade. Yeah, you might have a half point of value, but let's look at like what's in Clay's favor. One, he's one of the greatest shooters of all time. When shooters convince themselves like it's their night, then you don't want to get in front of that. Two, if you've bet on Klay Thompson either for or against, he just fucking chucks shots. Like he is addicted to shooting the ball. Even if he's cold, he's chucking. So not only are you going to be fading one of the best shooters ever, you're going to be fading. You're going to have to watch him get up 22 shots and pray that half of them don't get in. And then third, he said how excited he is to go to Boston. He has shot the ball better over the last 2 games. It's just like a train you don't want to get in front of because you don't have to. There's so many other plays. Go play elsewhere. Don't play on the train tracks.
Yeah, no, that's something I need to hear too because I like playing with fire. And we got a Lariano single. Let's go, Javon.
Huge.
We're being sickos, and we bet the Athletics today. We're being weird.
And you're posting comments when they get a single, or do you have a player prop on Lariano?
Yeah, we have a player prop on that guy.
Okay. I was like,
the single doesn't mean anything. We're gonna need more than that.
Yeah, 100%.
Good start.
But I do want to ask you though, because we're talking about taking Clay's over, whatever. Do you see more value on the 19.5 points, or I feel like the 3.5 threes would be a decent look too? Because I don't see him getting 20 points without knocking down 4 threes. Me personally.
Yeah, he doesn't get to the line very often. He doesn't shoot the technical free throws, anything of that sort. So definitely could look at the threes play. He shoots a couple mid-rangers a game, but the quantity of his shots are going to come from behind the three. And in game, I want to say 4. I think it was 4. Game 4. He crossed the 3.5. He hit 4 threes, and he didn't cross the points total. So I think that is probably the correct angle.
Fair enough.
Okay. I saw on your Twitter that you have your biggest golf play of all time. Is this true?
Yeah. So that's not necessarily true because I'll tell you a funny story for the Masters. It was Friday afternoon. And Scheffler had just birdied again. He went like 4 up, and he was one of the last groups out. So, anyone in contention was pretty much in the clubhouse. And I saw that he was plus 110. And I was like, oh my God, PointsBet like fucked up. Like they got the line wrong. So I dumped like my entire account into Scheffler Live. And so then like I refreshed it. And it went to plus 120. And I was like, holy shit. This wasn't a bad line. This is just because there's 2 more days of golf left to be played. But I was like, you know what? This is the number 1 golfer in the world. He had been on fire, going into the tournament and during the tournament. He's got a massive lead. Everyone behind him was kind of Joe Schmo. And I was like, you know what? I'm already in. Like, here's the rest of my money. And so while everyone's tweeting out like, yo, this shit sucks, like this is so boring, I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? This is amazing. And a no sweat winner. So this is I just put $1,000. I was gonna put $1,000 on someone. It would be like my biggest pre golf bet, I think.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I tweeted that out. Got some good replies. And then this one guy, I think his name's Sean Johnson, sent me this just dynamite, breakdown. He had a model up. He had all these different things, what to look for. And I was like, I already liked Rahm a lot. Like you have the narrative, he had that big press conference about how he wants to beat the live golfers and he plays competitively, not for the money. And I'm like, play for my money, interview. Johnny. Play for my money, buddy. So we landed on Rahm. He played. I don't know do you guys bet golf?
I do a little bit.
I tell the people who know more than me. So that's what I do.
So all these golfers have these fucking nerds who track every shot. Like it started with the Tiger tracker, and
Uh-huh.
now all the top golfers in the world have these trackers. So you can like follow John Rahm's every shot. And I just throw on tweet notifications and you get that beautiful like dopamine hit every time he hits a shot. So what I know from today is he played like garbage and he still squeaked out like an under par round with a huge birdie on 18. So feeling good about it. Rory's in first, which I liked Rory a little bit, but we're riding the Spaniard pretty hard here.
One of the best sports interviews I've watched in recent history was when he was talking about live golf. And I'm a huge Phil Mickelson fan, so it really hurt to see him go over there and take the bag. From what I'm hearing, he needs to pay off some debts, so it makes sense. But yeah, I was disappointed to see him go over there and take the bag, but I guess I get it. I don't know. I wish that I could just see all the best golfers play every weekend like we have been. I really didn't see any problems with it.
Is Phil one of the best golfers anymore?
Not right now, no, but he's one of the best golfers of all time. You know, I'm also extremely biased. I'm left-handed, grew up really loving the dude. Didn't really look into his background much when I was a little kid. Started rooting for him. Probably should have. But I'm in this deep, so I'm going to keep backing him.
Look, I tweeted out actually the other day. I'm curious your guys' takes.
Yeah.
Did Phil Mickelson have a gambling problem if he could afford to lose, the $50 million plus that he did?
Well, that's like asking if us three have a gambling problem.
True.
What's the answer to that?
Like we're literally on a live stream. You guys are betting the Oakland A's at 1:30 on a Thursday.
Correct.
Some would say that's a gambling problem. Some would say it's your job. Some would say you know what, if the A's lose, you can pay rent and pay for dinner tonight, then you don't have a problem. And I feel like Phil Mickelson, he did his job. He won a couple tournament. I don't know. I'm curious what you in the chat thinks.
I'm going to back my guy, Phil, and say, no, he does not have a problem. Although he does have a sketchy past with some stuff going on, insider trading. His buddy took the fall, yada, yada, yada. Great friend. Talk about having a great friend. He got off the hook for that one. Goodness gracious. I'm going to say no. We all like spending money. Some people like going on vacation. Some people like buying, a motorcycle, a nice fast car. Some people like losing money gambling. And that was him. So I'm going to go no and back my guy. Completely biased opinion, though. 1,000%.
Javon, what do you think?
I mean, I'd have to say the same thing because I think it's interesting because I think the whole like gambling problem narrative for looking at Phil Mickelson comes from the general public thinking, oh, that amount of money that he's losing is an insane amount that I would never let it get to because like we all don't have that kind of money. Right. So like that's kind of pocket change for him that he can afford to lose. So I mean, it's definitely looking at it in a different scope. So I mean, I gotta say it's not for him unless he continues to do so. But that's also me who, if I lost whatever it was, 50 million or something, and I can't even fathom having that in the first place. So like it's a little different.
It's also my guy Ollie in the chat pointed out, it's Phil's birthday today. Phil, happy birthday, my man. Happy birthday. Keep doing your thing. Keep doing your thing for the lefties around the world. Have to. Absolutely have to. I'm in this deep. I told you. I'm already in. Happy birthday, Phil. Gosh, he's old. 52.
Wow. 52, and he just got a $200 million bag. I mean, that's a power move.
To play in 8 tournaments. Like, how ridiculous is that? Dustin Johnson literally said it. He's like, honestly, I don't want to play that much anymore. Like, this is perfect for me. It's more of a time thing. And I'm like, that's the most Dustin Johnson thing I've ever heard in my entire life. Of course the dude doesn't want to play golf anymore. I mean, he probably wants to spend more time with his very attractive wife. I totally get it. But that's the most Dustin Johnson shit I've ever heard in my entire life. I don't think it's good for the sport. We'll see how it plays out. Will I be watching both? Yes, obviously. We'll see. Very, very curious. Also, any MLB plays today? I know you said you wanted to get down to business and go over some home run props, which we can definitely do for like the last 10 minutes here. But any MLB plays you like today before we get into that?
You know what? I haven't even really looked at the board today. I normally just
Okay.
lock in on NBA on game days. I had the
Right.
Avs in regulation last night, which was total and utter bullshit. You go up 3-1, don't score for 2 periods, and then you score 90 seconds into OT. So still tilting on that. Let me take a look real quick. Who
Take a
have you
peek.
guys
No rush.
taken
rush.
so far today besides the A's?
I personally haven't locked anything in besides that, except a couple props. So that's mainly what I do more than sides. But if we're looking for kind of home runs, I think there's decent value in Rhys Hoskins against Patrick Corbin, because that's probably one of my favorite total basis plays today. Then one that's surprisingly at the top, which burned me the last time, but it's Cole Calhoun. He's very interesting going up against Bo Brisky. For some reason, he's the leader in home run odds in that game, in a game where I expect the Rangers to roll and put up a lot of runs. So if you're looking for a little sprinkle on those, that's probably where I would go. But I mean, there's a lot of guys today that I think are going to do really well in those matchups, like Hoskins, like him, like Calhoun, Luke Voigt. Super, super low odds. I don't. It's
that was great. What's he tonight? Because I saw he hit one in the 9th last night. He was plus 180 yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, he's probably even lower today. I'm about to pull it up. He's plus 198 on FanDuel. So it's just like I'm never taking a home run prop at that price. But like at the same time,
it
looks pretty likely. Looks definitely a little likely. But in that game, you probably can't go wrong with too many guys, to be honest with you. But
okay. All right. What about chat? Throw me chat. I saw they were throwing some earlier, but I wasn't looking.
Don't be
fully.
shy. What the heck are they doing? Yeah, send those again. Send them again, chat.
Yeah.
Judge home run. The Yankees even play today.
Yeah, I mean, whoever plays against the Rays today,
they do play today.
Good luck.
I mean, Judge is probably like minus 110 to hit a home run today.
I keep getting so fucking cute. Like I said, I do this every day. I just take 10 guys, and fucking every time I'm like, Judge isn't gonna hit another one. I'm gonna take Stanton. I'll take Rizzo, Donaldson. And it's just always Judge every time. Judge,
okay, well you're getting rapid fires here. So
I love this. This is what I need.
Yeah,
I want to ride the torque. I'm definitely taking the torque. I love that.
Torque. Okay.
Brooks Koepka. It's a good play.
Koepka did a home run. Yep. Luke Voigt. I mean, he's done it the last 2 nights. Why not again? I'm trying to get you.
Contreras goes yard after everybody was on him yesterday, myself included.
I'm trying to get.
So I've learned a disturbing amount about home run, because I bet him every day, and then I have that MLB home run videos like noties on, so I know everyone who hits them. One, just because someone hit one yesterday doesn't mean they're not going to hit them today. Power hitters actually hit them in bunches, so I've learned that. And 2, every fucking time someone like caps the matchup, they're like, "Oh, J-Ram, in Coors, great matchup, all this stuff." He won't hit one. No one will suggest it the next day, and that's when they smash. So when you cap it, it's not as much normally like against the pitcher. Sometimes it is, but like it's really how the player's form is, where they're playing, and what stadium. So I do like taking the guys who didn't hit one yesterday. So like Springer for me, like I saw everyone say Bichette and Vladdy and like those guys, but I had
Springer's out today though, so that's not.
Oh, he's out. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, a lot of those guys.
I like the stadium point you made. I mean, Aaron Judge hit a home run last night that would not have been a home run in every other MLB park.
Yeah,
which is insane.
Exactly.
Like that's actually a statistical thing. Like
ridiculous.
One of those cool accounts you were talking about, crunch the numbers, and it was only a home run at Yankee Stadium, of course. As we were on the Rays, but I like the Contreras play.
Interesting.
Is Contreras playing today though? He is. Plus 270. He's also at the bottom of the list, which maybe it's alphabetical. Yeah, it's definitely alphabetical. Okay. Never mind. Scratch that. I thought I was being sharp. Contreras is plus 270 to hit a home run today.
See, like I already know Mike Fiore is going to fuck me. He says Joey Gallo homer. So like I won't take Judge. I'll take Gallo. And then, of course, Judge. And Judge always hits these leadoff homers, like bottom of the first, every time. It's not like he waits. He doesn't hit them late.
He gets it over with. Love it. I mean, honestly, you said they hit him in bunches. I mean, the dude's been hitting a home run every other game the whole season. It's nuts. He's the guy that's been consistent.
What about Lucky Nugget? Says Ohtani at plus 500 is crazy. Ohtani's pitching. Do we know if he hits them when he pitches?
I don't know if he hits them the games he pitches, but
he hits them.
He definitely hits home runs. We know that.
Yeah.
I also know that the guy pitching against him today, George Kirby, is very good. And I think he's going to shove today, in my opinion. I love the Mariners tonight. It might be my favorite play of the day. So with that being said, and I don't have a crystal ball, but I don't love Shohei today. I don't love any of the Angels. Their offense looks atrocious.
Terrible.
Atrocious. So they probably will hit home runs today. Who else? You could go back to the well and go with you go Harper. But he's going to lefty.
I'm going to ride Javon with Reese most likely. Beam season. This is why I love betting it. It's my favorite thing to bet. But he said I was betting Adley every game since he was called up. Didn't yesterday, and he hit a nuke. Because what I do is I get 20 names, and then I kind of trim it from there down to the 10. And he's been on my list recently, and he got up to plus 600 or something. And then I saw after I placed everything that he was hitting cleanup, and I was like, "This is the day, isn't it?" And then he smashed one.
Of course,
that's how it goes.
Of course he did. I'm hearing the Red Sox are about to score. Great. Great. First and third, 2 outs. Nice.
It's all right.
We'll see. Hey, a lot of ball game left. Well, there's also got to be a home run in this Rockies game coming up here in an hour. So let me dig into this one real quick. I want to get you on before we hop off here. We got a couple minutes. Javon, what do you think about Crone today, bro?
If I were to take a player, it would probably be on the Rockies, just because McKenzie's been, as of late, a lot bigger of a fly ball pitcher. And I know I was talking to you about his stuff being so inconsistent. I think if I had to take somebody, it would be either him or Charlie Blackmon. That's not a hot take because those are the 2 highest home run totals in that game. But yeah, I don't hate either of those guys if I have to take one. But if we're taking Crone at home, anybody on the Guardians, I'd be riding with my guy Josh Naylor, 100%.
Over J-Ram.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
100%.
I like it.
I vote Crone. That's my submission. If you take it, great. If not, probably a good thing because I'm cold as ice.
Yeah, I like Crone for sure.
But I like Crone at home. Crone at home, like you said, don't overthink it. Now, you can't underthink it. People think, you can't overthink, but then you also can't underthink. You got to think the perfect amount, right? It's hard to find that zone.
One thing I'll say I've been lucky to have is I haven't been involved in any robberies yet, because that is the worst thing is you don't see your guy's name on the noties, right? So he didn't hit a home run, whatever. You lost that leg of the bet. But then on your Twitter feed, you see fucking BR baseball or whatever it's called, and everyone just Trout robbery. And if that happens,
did it last night.
I know. Yeah. I'm gonna be sick if that happens to me. So I've been with the good and the bad.
Do you check? Do you check through Twitter and see if there's any home run robs, or check your guys' stats who miss if you're 1 off or some shit?
Nah,
I wouldn't even want to know.
Yeah, it would have to be a pretty big. Most robberies I feel end up on the Twitter feed and I see them. So
100%.
Yeah, just hoping. Now that I said it, if you can bet on a robbery tonight, definitely lock in Josh Naylor to be robbed at the one.
Unbelievable. I like Naylor though. That dude's a freak. I remember when he came in celebrating that home run he hit a couple weeks ago, acting like he literally just landed on the moon. That dude's got serious energy.
Yeah,
serious energy going.
Krabs, how cold have you been? Yeah. Because the chat makes it seem like you can't. The lights are going to be going off pretty soon.
Correct. Yeah, the chat is being really annoying about it, but they have the right to be. This is the coldest I've ever been in my betting career. This is the coldest I've ever been. So I'm waiting for the Red Sox notification to pop up when they score. Haven't seen it yet. I'm waiting for it. We'll see. But yeah, no, the coldest, maybe the coldest anyone's been. But it happens. Ebbs and flows. Ebbs and flows. It's like a roller coaster, right?
Hey, that's like you said, there's always another day of baseball. And you had 2 bad days. There's 365 days we're gambling on. So that's a really small percentage, in the grand scheme.
It's 2 bad days in a row. I mean, I'm not going to say the day before that was good. So let's make it 3. 3 bad days in a row, 365 divided by 3. Yeah, that's like 1%.
Yeah.
Give me a break, guys. Nothing. 1%. You guys are bugging. Trust the process. They're bugging. Jack, really appreciate you coming on. Do you post these home run props on your Twitter?
I will post I'll post the 10 guys that I take. So I round robin them. Today's a tricky day, so they won't let you round robin like same game, so it gets complicated, and there's not 10 games left on the slate, so it won't be like the normal. But normally I'm at like, I don't do any 2s. The 3s I do like 35 cents. The 4s I do 15 cents, and then it's like 10 cents down from there. It's in total like $100 bet to win anywhere from 1.7 to $2.5 million. So
sure,
it'll be coming soon. Yeah,
hey, a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
Well, so what's funny is a guy. I'll give you the backstory. So I saw Action Network post that some guy hit one of these, and he hit for like 280K, and I was like, look, I'm probably not hitting one of these anytime soon, but what I learned is on that specific day, not only did a bunch of the stars hit home runs, but there were 57 homers. So the name of the game in this is like you have to play daily because you have to be there when there's the big day. Like last night, it was like 25 home runs or something. You're not going to hit 10. You're not going to hit 10 out of 25. But 10 out of 60, like you get one of those Sunday days where everyone's just smoking homers. So you stay in the game. That's a life lesson in terms of gambling. You have to be around. I tell this to people all the time. Like my betting goes up and down, and yours too, right? Like you're cold. Well, if you're cold and you're betting so much that you then can't bet when it turns around, that's how you lose. But when you have the bankroll and you manage it properly, like you just stay in the game. I fired $1,000 on fucking Derek Stingley Jr. to go 3rd overall because I got a tip. I had that money because I stayed in the game. I'm up $9K. Now I'm fucking clean for 3 months, So stay in the game. Don't chase too much. Like I'm not necessarily anti-chase, but like if you're gonna chase, don't chase with everything you have left. Like be able to chase because this shit is up and down. So that's my betting mindset.
That's some great advice. You're right in the middle, right? You're not saying never chase, only bet 1 unit. It's like a hard-out grandpa or whatever. You're somewhere in the middle, right? You're like, have some fun, chase. If you're cold, it's going to come back around, but just have the ammo to fire is what you're trying to say, which I think is
have the
great
ammo.
Advice.
Yep.
Got to have the ammo. Don't be a nimwit going out there with 1 bullet because you're not going to win. You got to be strapped. Jack, you're awesome. We do have to cut this. We got to hand it off to Trent. He's got some parlays to fire off. I really appreciate you coming on, my man. Good luck on your NBA bets.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you.
I'll tweet out who we end up with for Dinger Thursday.
Awesome, my man. I'm gonna tail it. Fuck it. Because if I don't tail it and it hits today, I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life. So I'll throw a couple beans on it. A couple beans never hurt nobody. Let's do it, my man. I appreciate it. Have a good day. Good luck on your bets tonight. All right.
Thanks, guys. See you, fellas.
We'll be seeing.
Oh.
Javon, a pleasure. Let's have a day today, my man. Let's hit some bets.
Let's do it.
Trent, I'm coming for you, bro. I'm not giving up. I didn't hear no bell. Clock's ticking. I'm coming. Let's get it, guys. Have a day.